Internet, and welcome to the Stone Moses Movie Review Show. I'm your host, Stone Moses. Our first movie is the sequel to my favorite crappy movie of all time. This is Birdemic 2, The Resurrection.
There's never been a movie made from the indie perspective.
You know, maybe Sunset Dreams will be your comeback movie.
I'm betting on it.
I haven't made my big movie break yet.
I really think you should audition for the lead role of Kim.
Okay, I'll consider it.
We decided to invest $1 million in your movie.
Awesome! No way! We're offering you the lead role of Kim.
How wonderful!
And action.
These are my friends Bill and Gloria.
Hi, Bill. Hey, Rod.
Yeah, it's been a while, huh?
If you have any acting advice, I'd love to hear it. Of course. I'd love to help.
What can I do to ever repay you?
A lot.
Star bright, my light so bright, star bright, gonna party tonight.
Yesterday, it rained dead birds. 5,000 birds fell from the sky and were found dead in Babe, Arkansas, Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean, don't you know that birds are the descendants of dinosaurs?
Look, the birds are flying away.
The birds attacked the set and killed everybody.
Maybe it's global warming.
The seas of the earth are rising because the ice in the Arctic is melting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Trees are cut down to make toilet paper.
But what if the animals try to attack us?
We can defend ourselves. We have guns.
Next time, we're not taking any more shortcuts.
Fair enough.
If we all try to live a greener lifestyle, maybe the birds will leave us alone.
Directed by James Wynn, this film is somewhere in between a sequel and a remake. A lot more money was spent on number 2 than on the first, yet it still retains that crappy charm and confidence that made the original so much fun to watch. Wynn, the master of, quote, romantic horror, manages to hit all the same beats from the first film, but still keeps it fresh by adding new characters, zombies, and even a giant jellyfish for no real reason. When Birdemic 2 works as a film, it's okay to watch, but the parts that don't work are some of the most hysterically entertaining sequences you could ever hope to see. The movie is basically a story about a director who meets an actress, gets his friends to finance his movie, gets his friend's friend to also finance his movie, casts the actress, date the actress, fall in love with the actress, then eagles and vultures attack. All the familiar faces are here. That one guy and the hot chick from the first one, the hot chick's mom, the investors, and even the singer returns for another outstanding musical number, and this time they can afford extras to fill up the dance floor. In closing, I'd like to throw out there the idea that as far as sequels go, this movie is on par with The Empire Strikes Back and The Godfather Part 2. It manages to do that which all sequels aspire to, but so few actually achieve. It is a superior film to the original. You could watch this without having seen the first one, and still enjoy everything that makes this film worth watching. Hollywood should give James Wynn a much larger budget next time. I would love to see what he would do with $100 million. So on the Stone Moses scale, I would have to rate this movie a pass.
The world's too big, Mom. Then make it small. Focus on my voice. Pretend.
It's an island out in the ocean. Can you see it?
I see it.
My son was in the bus. He saw what Clark did.
You have to keep this side of yourself a secret.
What was I supposed to do? Just let him die?
Maybe.
I have so many questions. Where do I come from?
You just have to decide what kind of man you want to grow up to be, Clark. Whoever that man is, he's going to change the world.
If the world found out who I really was, they'd reject me. He was convinced that the world wasn't ready. What do you think?
So, Man of Steel is our second movie. And I guess at this point, most of you have probably already seen it. If you haven't seen it, you probably aren't going to. But whatever. So I guess if I had to describe it, I'd say it was big. Yeah, big would be how I'd describe it. The action was huge, throwing Zod through giant skyscrapers, just falling on people indiscriminately. It was pretty awesome to watch. Hard to take your eyes off of that movie. The story, I'd have to say is one of Zack Snyder's most grounded films. I really hated his last movie, Sucker Punch, and this one kind of redeemed it as a filmmaker, I think. So, good job, Zack Snyder. And I have to tip a hat to Christopher Nolan. He produced it, and I would imagine that he really had a big part in keeping Zack Snyder under control. I don't know what really else I could say about it. It's worth the money. I saw it 2D. I didn't bother to see it in 3D. I don't know if you would need to. But yeah, you probably have already seen it or will see it. And what I have to say about it won't matter in your decision. Okay. Well, that's our show for the week. Don't forget to subscribe. New episodes come out every Sunday. You can also follow me on Twitter @TheStoneMoses. Thank you for watching.